guys. So first of all, it's been a while and we're really sorry about that. Most of this video is going to be just me, but I will call James in for a little bit. So as you guys can probably see from the title, we are trying to start a family. I kind of put together some questions for you guys because I'm going to start vlogging. I vlogged a little bit already, but I'm going to start vlogging more of the process because I'm sure you guys have questions. It's also going to be really cool to look back on one day with our kid, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So question one that I have is, what process are we doing? So actually last year we did IUI, which is intrauterine insemination. So what that is we would get donor sperm that we would pick out and pay for. And in Canada, they actually don't allow sperm banks. So you can't get paid for a sperm donation in Canada. So you have to go through the state's sperm banks and pick through like online catalogs. Some are great. Some have pictures, audio files, all have full medical histories. But then some only have like baby pictures, not adult pictures of them. So it's a little hard to choose. For the donor, we went with someone or a couple different people for the IUI we did last year that looked like James. So looked like James, same features, eye color, things like that. We did 4, I think, intrauterine inseminations, and none of them were successful. Obviously, it was heartbreaking. We were really, really close. We did all that through the Kelowna Regional Fertility Center in BC, Canada. I wish that we hadn't. I wish that we had just gone to IVF. It was expensive. I think we totaled like $7,000 just in those 4 tries with no outcome. And for me, I have stage 4 endometriosis. So it was really, really difficult. Really difficult to go through any sort of hormone changes. Just the entire process was scary. They did do tests where they actually inserted, I don't know what it's called, but it's like where they fill your uterus up with fluid and you go underneath. I think it's like an MRI machine. Anyways, hurt like hell because like I have a ton of scar tissue in there, so it was not happy at all. It was brutal. I got the heaviest I've ever been in my life, which was 252 pounds. Disgusting for me because it was a very unhealthy weight. It was a cross between being depressed about not being able or not having successful IUIs to having kind of a rough patch with me and James. We ended up getting engaged, got legally married because we thought we were going to go the adoption route. That didn't pan out because of COVID. So then I kind of felt heartbroken again after that. I do have to say though, I lost 60 to 70 pounds in about a year span because of an amazing friend of mine, Caroline, who was helping me get back healthy and back on the weight loss train. And a part of that reasoning was for our wedding. And the other part was because I want to be as healthy as I can be to go into IVF. That being said, I started the IVF process about a couple weeks ago. And I just can't. I'm not supposed to be, sorry, our dogs. I'm not supposed to be working out. And I completely just put on water weight, gained weight. It's crazy. Like I'm super bloated compared to what I was before. So it's frustrating, but it's hopefully worth it. So yes, now we're in the IVF process. Where are we doing it? Genesis Fertility out of Vancouver, which has been nothing but amazing so far. It's about a 4-hour drive for us from Kamloops to Vancouver. So that can be time consuming and hard to schedule with work, but my work's been amazing about it. And what have we done so far? So far I've had my initial tests, initial consultation, and then I am now on progesterone or a birth control pill for 21 days and then start my injections. So I have 3 injections total that I have to do. And we spent, I brought it out to show you guys, $4,000 pretty much on the first visit just with like meds. And this isn't even all of them. So yeah, it's financially, it's an investment. If you're going to go this route, it's an absolute investment. we have the money aside. We were fortunate enough to save, etc. But it just, for us right now with a wedding as well planning, it just wasn't feasible to spend all that money. So we did go through Medicard and get a loan. I got a $10,000 loan. It'll probably end up being closer to about 14, 15 if it's successful the first try. But that's what we've done so far, which if you're in Canada, I really recommend Medicard. It's a great loan company for any sort of medical procedures you're doing. We did this loan before for James's top surgery and paid it off in no time. Okay, yeah, so cost, we talked about that. How am I feeling about everything? I'm scared. It feels like a lot of pressure. It feels like my whole body is telling me that I'm ready, but I'm overthinking everything. I'm panicking. I'm sick a lot of the time. These hormones are killing me. I'm tired all the time. Yeah, the weight gain back has been really hard for me because it was disheartening, and yeah, but like I keep saying, I'm really hoping it's all worth it. And me and James have never been better, so it's actually really amazing to have such a supportive partner. Tex, Callie. When we were doing the intrauterine inseminations, it was kind of tough just because we weren't necessarily on the same page. When it came to the pregnancy, or so you can see James going between rooms back there. We weren't really on the same page between the pregnancy and support. Like, I know myself, and I am the life of the party when I'm not a mom or when I'm not going through treatments. But when I can't drink or when I can't pretty much do anything, I have to be really careful. Like, I need my partner to be right there with me. I'm either 0 or 100. So we learned that really quickly in the inseminations, because there was like 2 nights where poor James got a little drunk and I couldn't. And I just was, nope, not having it. Hated every minute of it. So we've talked since, and he's completely on board with going and doing the same thing that I have to do. Being a boring little person for a while, because so that we can have this family. So that's really good. What's next for us? So I have about another week left of this pill, and then I start my injections, which I will throw in vlog footage. Maybe this will just be like the info video, and then I'll do vlogs separate. I'm not too sure yet. But yeah. Be prepared. Some of the vlogs, like, I get teary-eyed. I'm struggling a lot through this for 2 reasons. I feel like I could lose a lot of friends. I have friends that have kids, have families, that I'm not that worried about losing. But then I have friends that don't. And you hear about it all the time. You hear about the people, once they have kids, they lose that friend group that doesn't have kids. And that's a worry of mine. The other side of it is I'm a pretty different mom to have. I mean, watch me show up to the PTA soccer meetings or soccer mom meetings or whatever. Like, I have a very set idea as to how I want our child raised, and I know James agrees with me. I want our child to be educated, not ignorant, open-minded. I'm very anti-religion, but if my child went down that road on their own, that's a different story. I would be very supportive. I just want our child to be a good person for themselves, to feel good, not for a reward at the end, and not because someone tells them to. Same thing with school. I'm a grade 9 dropout, but I'm very successful in what I do in my career. So I don't push the stereotypical things that most parents would. Who knows what I'm going to be like as a mother too. Like, there's lots that has me nervous. Am I nervous about James? God, no. He's so excited. If we have a strong possibility with IVF that it could be twins, and I'm terrified for that, he's excited for that. If you have questions about what IVF process is like, so intrauterine insemination takes the donor sperm, they go through the cervix, it's all done in office, and while you're ovulating, they inseminate you, so insert the sperm into you through your cervix. Like I said, 4 times that, and it did not work. So this IVF, they're after I've done my injections, they're gonna take out the eggs that have like grown to I guess they get like big or whatever. I don't know the terminology. I should really educate myself before I do this. I'll put links below to some information. But yeah, they take them out and then they inseminate them and fertilize them in a petri dish. They actually like inject the sperm directly inside the eggs and then they freeze them. And then they wait until I'm in another cycle and ready, and then they implant them into me. So hopefully that if they do like 3, then hopefully 1 survives. But then there's obviously the possibility that you could have twins or triplets at that point. So James would love that. I, on the other hand, not so much. Yeah. So I'm gonna let James kind of give you guys a little bit of idea of how he feels. One sec.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Sorry it's been a while. Life's been pretty hectic. Yeah. So doing a video on pretty much life in general, and yeah, this year 2021 is actually a pretty big one for me and Sarah, from the getting married and trying again to have a kid. As you guys all know, or she's probably already said, that we tried the insemination there and that didn't really work out, so now it's IVF, and it's a pretty big process. It kind of sucks though, because I'm with our work schedules and stuff, I'm not able to make it to a lot of the appointments, and she's in and out of Vancouver at least a few times in a month. But I feel pretty positive about this way of doing it. We did have, doing it the other way was kind of upsetting. We thought that the chances would be pretty good, but it wasn't. But yeah, so anyways, doing it this way, I mean, there's still that 50-50, but the stories of outcomes of people getting pregnant are really good, the success rate. So fingers crossed, and hopefully that's good. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the journey for it, with Sarah taking all these hormone pills and stuff like that, and she's just started to get the pills. And wow, the moods, everything, it's that already is interesting to see and to be around. I'm looking forward to the rest of the hormones and medication she's got to take. I mean, wow, it's going to be pretty crazy to be there. And when she has weird cravings, or when she's pissed off at whatever, and I get to be there, and it's all part of the journey, and it's going to be exciting. And like, don't get me wrong, there's going to be times where we're going to be at each other, but just to sit back and be like, hey, it's all going to be worth it. This is part of it. This is part of the journey. It's going to be good. Yeah, we've been super busy between that and getting married here in June, and we both work like non-stop, 6 on, 1 off. Life is so crazy, and trying to find a new house to buy, and yeah, so needless to say, it's been a while. It's time for us to start actually sitting down, finding the time to document all this and to share with you guys. We've been kind of slacking on our channel lately, and this is actually, I'm looking forward to this. I'm excited to share all this with you guys. I also went down to Vancouver there yesterday, and I'm in the process of starting phalloplasty for my bottom surgery, so there'll be a whole bunch of other videos to share with you guys. I'm excited for that. I will be doing it off of my arm. Yeah, that's like a whole other video, but yeah, we just wanted to put this video together to invite you guys to come along and watch and listen, and grow with us as we grow our family and make life bigger and better. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if there's any requests, any questions, anything, feel free to comment. Obviously, we are both on social media. Yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll catch up here soon. Catch you later.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to hopefully do another one of these updates from the Airbnb in Vancouver just before or after they do the egg retrieval, which I'm super nervous about because they stick a huge needle into your vagine. So yeah, if you have any questions, comments, we're gonna try and post more. We've got a lot of stuff going on in our life recently, and just be nice to have some memories again. As you can tell, we're still super awkward on camera, so please bear with us. And we will be posting our wedding video on here too, which should be happening June 5th. So look for it a month after that. All right, guys. Bye.